Alright, we're back here with Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, which is somehow still going. So I guess maybe we're meant to take from that chapter 0 scene that we saw, that the one who was all like, oh, this world is boring and full of boring, untalented people, that was Izuru Kamakura? I assume it's either Izuru or Junko. Whatever the case, they seemed to leave quite an impression on Nagito, who appears to actually be the ultimate imposter, who had one arm that was maybe Junko's or wasn't. It still feels too early to properly call anything, but that's what I'm kind of thinking. I'm kind of leaning towards is the person whose perspective we were taking there was Izuru, and then that Nagito is the ultimate imposter, who may be Mukuro or Junko. I mean, I hope it's someone we already heard of. If it's like an additional, like, fourth entity. Well, anyway. It's like I can't feel my feet at the ground. Like I can't even believe my own existence. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the Neo World Program?
The Neo World Program has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I am to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, this school you're in. It appears this space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, I didn't mute my phone. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry, I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World Program.
Most of its words, I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There was no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality. All the mysteries, all the truths. They're all just fiction? Is that... Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? I said internally. Hey, can you tell me? What was the Neo World Program used for in the first place?
The Neo World Program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you can say it's a program for creating hope.
A program for creating hope? But the fact that we're here and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right?
Deleting memory is the first step toward replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World Program. With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to, and from there, you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world.
Removing memories of any time period you set it to. So Monomakuma was right, we did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right?
That is a mystery to me, too. Booting the program on the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy while it's still in its experimental stage. I'm sure there was a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry.
Are you saying we're lab rats? That's the only thing I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us? But they're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally?
I'm sorry, I can't provide that much help. If only I was more reliable, I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this.
All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the Observer and that virus?
Well, for this session, the Neo World Program was programmed to house 15 people, along with 2 monitors.
2 monitors?
Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the Observer in the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all.
And we're assuming the student role wouldn't be Chiaki.
But the Observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they'd seem the same as everyone else.
What kind of authority does the teacher role have?
As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there is no risk of abuse. But because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. The Neo World Program would have promised eternal peace. But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death.
What is that virus?
I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole a portion of my abilities which contained my authority to build the world. It was a Grandmaster chess player. I desperately tried to fight back so it wouldn't have complete control. But even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience.
She's probably talking about Monokuma Rock in the funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. But Alter Ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. I can tell that just by communicating with her. I've been giving it the robot voice because there was such a thing in Danganronpa 1, and we're all like, it's giving me beepy noises instead of in Danganronpa 1 where if it was using Chihiro's voice, you would just hear Chihiro's voice. But I don't know if we're supposed to be hearing Chihiro's voice or what. I can tell that just by communicating with her, which means this supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses this Alter Ego? If so, does that virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? Damn, what the heck? An artificial intelligence waging an attack against another one. It's so freaking irritating. But how did that virus infect the Neo World program?
The Neo World program exists in isolation. It's impossible it was infected through a network. I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded it.
Physically?
Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility and directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened.
It was brought to the Future Foundation's facility. But the only person who could enter that facility is someone who was a member of the Future Foundation. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is the truth? Why am I assuming that everything is a lie? Interesting. Observers has been added to the Truth Bullets section. New World Program updated.
But it's true that the virus is powerful and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it, but I'm still able to defend the essential areas, so it has a limit too.
A limit?
If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and...
Okay, even if you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hints from you. If you're gonna say something more, suppose that you exist between the death of yourself is inevitable. If so, it can be parallel to the based on the definition of existence that constitutes the relationship. From there, the paradigm change results cut off rapidly and causes a situation where your own existence is and accelerates and crosses with the joint ownership of the world in these situations where the context invites your death.
Hey! Hey, Makoto! What the heck? What just happened? Is it supposed to be Makoto's voice or just a robot voice still? I don't know. It's still giving me beepy, so I'm gonna keep voicing it like a robot voice.
You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right?
Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe he can't hear my voice from this side?
I'm currently talking to the world through Alter Ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time.
Huh?
The things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it.
Forced to watch us? If that's true, could you tell me how Mikon ended up extinguishing that candle while she was on the stepladder?
I really want to save you right away, but because of the virus's interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that's working, then it means that person I need to talk to is right there. I hope.
It looks like this guy can't even hear me or see me. Just who is this guy anyway? Is he our ally?
Since there's no time, I'm going to say what I need to say and believe you're there listening to me. But first, I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. But that's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late.
Well, it sounds like it wasn't there at first. And that whomever was sent to this island had it on them, perhaps. Or one of the Future Foundation members, or both.
But it's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys.
Because we were brainwashed, I assume that is what that means. Because they made a specific point earlier being all like, it seems to be able to reverse brainwashing because you can take out the source of the trauma or whatever. So it makes it sound like we were part of the ultimate despair. I guess we're the remnants. So Junko had used her. I mean, it's kind of weird because they're acting like Junko is like the Joker and she can like get in people's heads and stuff, but they never like show us that. Whenever she shows up, everyone's like, this fucking loon, are you serious? We're not doing anything you say, you crazy ass serial killer. But then they're all like, oh my god, she was so influential and easy, she could persuade anyone. And then she shows up and is just a complete bumbling fucking idiot. And everyone's like, this absolute clown, are you serious? But sure, we got brainwashed by that shambling lima bean of a person.
I wanted to save you guys.
Save us? What did he want to save us from? Why would this save us?
You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam ground, right? You know, 11037.
11037. That's the number we found at Nasumi Castle. No, it isn't. You didn't find shit at Nasumi Castle. Nagito told you what was there on a laptop later.
The door to the ancient ruin was supposed to open after you finished gathering the hope fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left that 11037 password in a place where the teacher role would not be able to go. I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase that password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there, because I have a secret to defeat them.
Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? I guess if he is saying he, I guess that means he can hear Makoto's voice? I don't know. But then earlier he was all like, are you the same person as before? Which if you could hear the voices were different, I don't know why he would say that. Anyway, whatever.
In a worst-case scenario wherein an observer who has the role of teacher goes rogue, I prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence.
Forced shutdown sequence.
Even a teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this that you guys can choose on your own, independently of the observer. Which means even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, we need more than half the number of people.
Cool hanging. Thanks for chatting with us.
Death.
Say what?
What was that just now? Hey, answer me! What's with that weirdness just now?
Nothing, really.
I see!
Anyway.
Oh well, anyway, that's all the hints you're gonna get. If that no good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff, I'm gonna butt it again!
Right on. Did Monokuma not notice what just happened?
It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here.
Hey, about that guy just now.
There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me.
I see. It'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now.
You guys have a weapon. A very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus's invasion with all my might, so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all. Do your best.
Do our best, huh? But what do we have to do our best at? The mystery's getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth. But what are we supposed to do when that truth is really a lie? We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear. But still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything was a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? It's the same for the killings, too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't all that be meaningless, too? When the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do?
I mean, your words, not mine. It does seem pretty meaningless.
11037 has been added to the truth block section of your handbook, as has shutdown sequence. Cheerio. Nice talking. Well, let's spit us out now to the dorms. Oh, it's time already. Good. So we're saying Makoto and perhaps some friends are going to insert themselves into this simulation, AR sequence, etc.
Waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
Because you need a certain number of people to activate the shutdown sequence.
It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope's Peak Academy. See you soon.
Wow, the quality of your voice changes every line. Incredible, really. It's a feat. The red door, huh? It's just a waste of time thinking about what this all means right now. For now, I need to finish this. I need to just focus on that. Right. Finally, we're going to get into the whatever trial is involved here. I mean, I assume it's going to be like Danganronpa 1's Chapter 6, where they're just like, solve the puzzle or we kill you or turn off the air purifier or something, you know, whatever. Just like something that has nothing to do with anything. And just like, we didn't know how to make you have to solve it, so the bad guy just asked you to. He means this red door, right? Do I just have to go in here? If I do that, will this be finished? Oh, I can only look up and down, not left and right. This is odd. Okay. Yup, we're gonna go do it. Kill my vibe here. This place.
Yo!
Looks like everyone's here.
Damn right.
Seems that this is gonna be the final place.
However,
This place is... Was this a trial field? But why is it a trial field?
Sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before.
We've been here before, right? Yeah, this should be the place that the Door of the Ancient Ruins leads to.
hey,
Seems pretty strange that we've been in that other building up till now.
damn it.
That's the only thing that's strange, you're right. It's like we're dreaming or something. If this is a dream, then this too is very...
So you finally arrived! Congratulations! You guys are the first ones to ever beat this game. After stopping by Hope Peak Academy, you finally come back to this place. The graduation exam site within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island. You can give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's no different than the trial ground from before.
Stupid fool from before!
Phew. This trial field actually inspired the one from before, so in a way, this place is the original. Who cares? This graduation exam means we can finally go home, right?
Of course.
If that's what you guys decide. And if we have to decide, what do we have to do?
Now then.
Please take a look at the LCD touch panel built into your seats. Compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time.
Yes, indeed.
There are two options, graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, it'll be treated as an absence and will not be counted.
In other words.
Which means everyone who has died up till now will have their votes treated as absences.
Then,
The result is based on a majority vote.
If graduate is chosen by a majority vote, from there, an event that's kind of like a graduation ceremony called the graduation program will begin. Even if we do a stupid majority vote, the result is already pretty damn obvious. Come on, let's move this along. We can press it now, right? No. You can't do that yet. I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet, right? Your will to be swept away by society's harsh current.
Shut up.
Who the hell cares? I'm gonna press it.
What's this?
My. Which of your orifices are using to spew bile? To participate in the graduation program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know.
What, does that mean it won't end with just a majority vote?
That's right.
After the vote, I'm gonna judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
Damn it.
So if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it.
Well.
I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier.
No way.
But you don't have to worry. There's no way I won't acknowledge your graduations. This is merely a formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be.
He's doing it because that's how it has to be. It doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit. Is this what Alter Ego was talking about?
Anyway.
Even if you don't want to do it, you guys still need to do it to solve this mystery. Afterward, you cast your majority votes, and from there, we can move on to the graduation program. Why do we even have to go through something so dumb? Well, that is...
You said you were waiting for the main cast, right? Which means you're just stalling for time then.
Who's the main cast? Oh, no need to worry about it. It has nothing to do with you guys.
that is...
There's no way it has nothing to do with us. We are the only ones who are involved, you know?
So.
It doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chums in the big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaining.
Piss
Hold
me
on.
off.
What's with that chum comment?
I can't ignore that!
Not that it's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
I won't forget
How dare you treat him like a toy? I keep talking about that like that. Is it just would Minimaru being on somehow impact the program and the trial sequences?
What's this?
I did treat it like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. You're actually picking a fight with me? I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? I guess this is just the nature of life. Fine then, before you die, sear my power into your memories.
Thanks. I'm good. All right, that was that. All right, I'll read through all these things again real quick. So these 15 who are the survivors of Host Peak Academy does not refer to the survivors of the killing game that happened at Host Peak Academy because there were only Makoto, Byakuya, Yasuhiro, Kyoko, and Hino and Toko. Unless we're saying that somehow all 15 of them survived, because nothing is anything. But I assume what they're saying is this 15 refers to Danganronpa 2's cast, which is kind of what they've been trying to imply anyway. Okay, so maybe when I said the remnants of despair are the 15 of us, I mean, that's not quite true, but I think the implication is that our Danganronpa 2 cast was formerly brainwashed by Junko, and that hence this was the only way to save us. But it doesn't explain why, if Hajime is truly a member of the reserve department, why he would be the only one to have survived the mass suicide. Oh yeah, okay, this is probably part of why I thought we were the remnants of despair. Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? Blah, blah, blah. It does say the 6 of you joined the Future Foundation. Okay, so it does sound like the 6 who survived at the end of this first game, that was genuinely what happened. Whether they were in some kind of computer simulation also or not is not clear yet. Although it's a bit confusing because I thought they were like the survivors of Host Peak Academy were the ones who founded the Future Foundation. But then we're all like, the Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy and helped you recover your memories. So I guess survivors, the Future Foundation was founded by the survivors must mean something different. But the only other thing I can think it would mean would be the survivors of Host Peak Academy and like despair brainwashing, which would be us again, which is cyclical and doesn't make any sense. You know, I just realized something that doesn't really make sense. We're saying that the rules Usami made when she was the lead teacher, observer character still hold, right? Which is why we weren't allowed to litter, even though that was only really a thing in chapter 1, and we just like littered the shit out of all our murder weapons every chapter after that. But that would mean that extreme violence is a rule violation and you should be instantly executed for it, rather than go to trial. So I don't know what's up with that. I'm assuming the way this is gonna end is like they're gonna be all like, Junko's gonna show up and be all like, aha, see, I follow all the rules of my own game and I win, so you guys suck. And we're gonna be like, you influenced Nagito to blow up a security camera or whatever, so you lose. And then she's gonna be like, what? I could never have seen this coming because I'm the worst villain in video game history. I mean, because nothing. I mean, I assume that has to come. If that doesn't come back into play at all, then that's some true and honest malarkey. Oh, I see. The graduates of Host Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Gotcha. Fair enough. I thought it was just they were the ones earlier. Hello, world. Hell, world. Well, world. Hello, world. All right.
I did say I wanted you guys to know the outside world, but this is still a questionable starting topic. Let me ask you this. What is this world's true identity?
A computer simulation that is also maybe AR.
This world's true identity? What kind of question is that?
Wow, we're starting with the high music really fast. This world's true identity. If I answer this, it'll be true. And that lie will become truth. But there's no way I can leave it unanswered. Hangman already? All right. Simulation, Neo World program? How are we phrasing this? Virtual. Is that what we're saying? Oh, multiple letters can absorb into more one super big one. I gotcha. Come back.
Got it!
This world. This Jabberwock Island we're on.
It's a virtual world.
Even let Hajime say it.
By the actual Jabberwock Island.
Hey!
So, this isn't the real world, but if you want, you can call it the game world. You get it? It's all just one big game.
Are you friggin' serious?
Don't fucking mess with me, you bastard! Did you have us all come here just to tell us bullshit? If this is a game, are my words being displayed in a text window right now? That's stupid. There's no way that's even possible.
I know. The all-in-your-mind trope makes you feel such cruel despair. But who cares? I've revived all the suspense and mystery with just one line.
Which line?
'Cause it's a game.
Then we were forced to kill each other.
'Cause it's a game.
Oh.
A lot of crazy
'Cause it's
shit
a game.
happened.
'Cause it's a game.
We're the only people here.
'Cause it's a game.
Monokuma's nonsensical abilities.
'Cause it's a game.
Don't fuck with me! That's not even possible!
I know you guys are pissed, but you were having fun too, right? A world where anything goes only exists in games. So just force yourself to accept it. This closed space, this game world, was the true stage of this killing school trip.
Just stop. There's no way. There's no way I'm gonna believe
Could you
that.
please believe it faster so I can get on the actual questions I have?
Reacted the same way when they first saw the airplane take flight. But like wearing contact lenses, it'll stop feeling strange once you just get used to it.
Please do not compare reality to contact lenses.
I mean, if this really is a virtual world, what does that make us?
Players, I
You
suppose?
better not say we're fictional characters.
The Future Foundation created this world using a program called the Neo World Program. It's programmed to place the user in a virtual world by synchronizing directly with the user's brain.
I mean, unless we're literally saying that all the characters within this game are fabrications and the real people are not ultimates or anything close to these fictitious entities, like the characters we knew.
Which means your body still exists in the real world. But right now, you're completely submerged in the game world, as if you're dreaming or something. Simply put, you're, you know, not aviators,
Avatars.
but
I mean, Avatar, right? An existence created in the game is a copy of the user's real body.
Okay, so our real bodies do look like this then? And these are the people we actually are?
We're not just regular avatars, right?
your avatars were constructed by removing a specific thing from your bodies in the real world.
Brain?
What did you remove?
The specific thing that was removed from our bodies. He's definitely talking about that, right? I
see.
I guess. I don't know. That's not a thing
What
you
was
remove
removed
as
from
such,
us
but
was our school memories, right?
Which means we're avatars that were created from our memories from before we entered the academy?
So that's why we don't have our memories of our lives at Hope's Peak Academy? Don't talk like that! Like we're made from memories of the past. Like we're avatars. Like this is a game world. How'd we end up talking about sci-fi crap? I'll never believe it!
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not sci-fi, it's a game!
this world is a virtual reality created by a computer program. We can't proceed if we don't accept it. Is believing him really the only thing we can do? Am I supposed to prove it to them? I don't know. This is a new argument theme, isn't it? New World Program, Reserve Department, Tragedy, Host Peak, Tragedy, Killing School, Life, Remnants of Despair, List of Subjects, Hope, Academy's Founder, Hope Cultivation Plan, New World Program. It's either the program or
Is there any
the
evidence that this is really a game world?
list of subjects, I guess. I meant to use.
You are the evidence!
Or the evidence, I can't believe it.
Your avatar's made of memories from before you entered the school! But
No
your
orange yet.
actual bodies in the real world are different. Though you have no memories of
Have
your
no
time
memories.
living your school life, your real bodies actually
Live that life.
What game world?
I guess I want to put
What avatar?
list of subjects on lived that life.
I'm a human being with a real body!
I can agree with him being so I lived that life is probably what I'm supposed to hit here.
Your real bodies actually live.
For Bluey.
That must be it.
I agree, Monokuma. You and me were on the wavelength.
Earlier, in the teacher's lounge, I found this strange newspaper clipping. There was a picture of Hyoko, but she looked more like an adult than the Hyoko we knew.
Like an adult? What does that mean?
older with more years lived?
Since we're avatars right now, we look exactly as we did before we entered the school. But in the real world, we've already lived out our school lives. Which means we've grown that much older. And among us, some aged so much we didn't recognize them.
And you are saying that happened to Hyoko?
It appears Hyoko had a growth spurt during the school year. Looks like the other shorty graduated for Yuhiko.
I can't believe that. You're just making shit up.
But if you guys only had memory loss, your body still should have grown during that time, right? So you should have felt your bodies go through growth spurts. But why didn't you guys recognize each other?
Because our memories were still
Because
in?
we did not know each other before we
Yeah,
lost
okay.
our memories.
So I thought that was a dumb question.
If we all
And it
met
is a dumb
after we
question.
lost our school
but they-
memories, it's no different than meeting each other for the first time.
Right, okay. I thought that was sort
If we didn't
of
know
obvious
each other before that,
and
we
didn't
wouldn't
warrant
have
saying.
noticed how much we've all grown.
No, hold on. If we didn't know each other before, and we wouldn't have known if we aged or not by looking at each other, then wouldn't he have noticed a difference? Sorry? Byakuya? Is that what you're trying to say? Oh, I'm not allowed to select Byakuya. Wait, huh?
Crap!
Wait, hold on. Am I sure it's this person? I forgot the question, but it wouldn't let me check. Sorry. If we didn't know each other before and we wouldn't have known if we aged or not by looking at each other, wouldn't he have noticed a difference? Fuyuhiko, because he had a little sister? Is that what we're trying to say?
You're the only one!
Okay, well, but his sister's not here.
Hey, Fuyuhiko, you knew Peko for a long time.
Sorry,
right?
right. I forgot we were still saying that. Because we're in a computer simulation and they're like, all your memories, who knows how many of your memories are real? But yeah, that makes enough sense.
Yeah, now that you mention it, seems weird. No, now that I think about it, it's definitely strange.
Strange? What is?
Our school memories. About how many days' worth were taken away.
As the creators of the Neo World program, only the Future Foundation would know the details, but around 2 or 3 years worth, I assume.
That long?
Peko and I have seen each other almost every single day of our lives. If we lost 2 years' worth of memories, we would have noticed that we were older than we remembered.
But you would have if what? Because you currently look as you did before your memories were taken. Am I understanding correctly? When you were like 18 or whatever. So why would you perceive any difference? Hang on. Oh, we're still on the tangent of if you guys only had memory loss. I don't know why though. I'm so fucking lost here. If we didn't know each other before that, we wouldn't have noticed how much we've all grown. Why are we even saying that? I thought the whole point they just got at was where our virtual versions, like our avatars, look like we did when we joined the school when we were like 17 or 18 or whatever. Oh, are we still trying to convince Fuyuhiko, Akane, Kazuichi, and Sonia of what's going on? Is that the idea? I have to convince them? I don't know what's happening.
So, does that mean our memory loss is another one of Monokuma's lies?
Your refusal to accept your mutual memory loss is why you can't notice all the important parts. You've lost your memories, end of story. You guys are avatars who had their memories taken from them.
This is a virtual world.
I guess that's what they're getting at. Is we're
Virtual
trying to
avatars.
convince the other humans for some reason.
Are you saying we just have to accept that?
I can feel my heartbeat, and I know what I smell like. So what do you call these things I'm feeling? Are you saying these are all lies?
Just because it's a game doesn't mean everything was a lie. Have you heard that when you're hypnotized to believe you've been burned, a burn mark will really appear?
So if our brains believe something is real, it's no different than if it actually happened?
Now that you mention it, I did hear about a phenomenon quite similar to that. In a distant country, there was a certain experiment carried out on one of their prisoners. The prisoner was blindfolded, strapped to a bed, and had small wounds applied to his toes to drain his blood. That prisoner was left alone in the experiment room, as the sound of dripping blood echoed throughout the room. But in fact, his blood was not being drained. He was just forced to listen to the sound of dripping water, but he believed he was bleeding to death. However, in spite of that, the prisoner still died.
Is that for real?
As expected of Miss Sonia. Your knowledge of state-sanctioned torture is amazing.
That's an all-timer,
The lie
that line.
is a believable lie. You're saying it might become the truth? We're really just connected to machines and stuff. And our consciousness was uploaded into here, so we genuinely believe that this game world was real.
Then, the Jabberwock Island we've been living on.
Of course, that's also a virtual world.
I'm surprised you guys didn't call it when the skybox disappeared, but whatever. No one was
That
listening to
sea,
me. It's fine.
that beach, the buildings, everything. It's all a virtual world created by the Neo World program. It's just like this space we're in right now. What we see before us is a virtual environment created by the program.
If only anyone had been able to call this from say, episode 1, perhaps.
It looks real because our brains think it's real.
And we had gotten to this conclusion sooner. That's why, in the end, the cameraman fled, and we never saw them again. It was all just a creation. That's the truth. The truth is, it was all a lie. That is this world's truth.
If everything's a lie, then what should we believe?
The truth
Who
bullets.
cares if it's a lie?
Hey, what are you getting at?
I mean, if this is really a game world, everything that happened here took place inside the game, right?
Then that must mean...
All your friends are alive, you're expecting? Somehow, I don't think so, but I'm not sure.
That's right. The killings we were forced to commit were part of some silly game. Everyone who was killed should still be alive in the real world.
Oh yeah. Just because they died in the virtual world doesn't mean they died in real life.
As much as this game loves just like obliterating the stakes by making the bad guy randomly surrender or whatever, I don't think even they would be like, oh, by the way, none of the bad things that happened. Right?
So, you are saying everyone is still alive?
I think that would be too good to be true.
That's it. Isn't that right, Monokuma? What's so funny?
If a lie is a believable lie, it might become the truth. That's what you said earlier, Fuyuhiko.
I wouldn't exactly call being launched on an arm missile believable. But whatever.
Don't tell me. You mean...
The Neo World program isn't just any game. It's next-gen software containing the ultimate reality. And speaking of that reality, if a player's
If you die in the
avatar
game, you die in real
experiences
life.
death, their brains inside their actual bodies will stop functioning too.
Figures.
Then, everyone who died...
It's not like their bodies are completely dead, so I can't say it's a true death, but that's why it's actually crueler instead. All that's left of them are empty husks.
Are you saying they will never awaken again?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Well, nobody's gonna appreciate a game where you don't die when you're supposed to,
I mean, I don't know
right?
why we would necessarily believe that part when Monokuma has expressly stated that everything he's doing is to make us feel more despair. So maybe there is some way to resuscitate them.
What
But
game? That's
I
not
would
what
assume
we risked
not.
our lives for.
If you want to be mad, please be mad at the Future Foundation. They're forcing you to play this game.
well, I gotta be mad at someone. No, I was the one who allowed this game to continue. I could have uninstalled it any time. All it would take was a few clicks. But anyway, that's all for now in this video. Next one on the channel is going to be some more of the Dark Pictures Anthology Little Hope. Thank you so very much for coming around. At least we're starting to move things along somewhat. But I don't really understand what the stakes currently are. They're like, once again, they're like, we gotta stall for time until Makoto and friends get here so that we can all use the super override thing that shuts down the program and releases us. And then Monokuma's like, you have to vote between graduate or repeat, but you can't until I say so, but I will say so. And then Hajime's like, so he's got a limit and he's stalling for time. So we're all stalling for time until someone gets here. I guess the idea is Monokuma's stalling for time till Junko gets here to re-brainwash us. And we're stalling till Makoto gets here to hope us out of this situation and do the override vote. And then it's like making me convince the other people of stuff that is, I mean, I guess we don't know what they saw when they were investigating. I sort of assumed we were all like reading the same manga and stuff. But apparently not, because none of them have any idea of any of the stuff I'm saying. It's just so weirdly shaped thing. But so far, the twists of logic are making enough sense. I think what they were trying to get at with the Fihiko thing is, this is why they had to make us not look like we aged, because otherwise Peko and Fihiko would understand what was going on. But I don't know, it was just weird the way it was like that. It was, again, one of those things where like they talked for so long that I forgot what the start of the train of thought was. Anyway, sorry, that is all for now. Thank you so much for coming around. Hopefully I'll see you around. Edmo's gonna be out of here now.
Peace!